This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington.
These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the Los Angeles Chargers. Two former division rivals in the old AFC West, the Seahawks and Chargers, are underway.
On the return, Andre Roberts from his end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. Three tight ends are out there. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Only needing 2 yards on second down. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. Busts through the tackle. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. That's caught by Jackson. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there.
I like it. I like it. I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Running on first down, Eckler. Room here to run. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 48 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Now Eckler. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
2nd and 1 from the 2. Now a give running left is Eckler. And that play's not going to get him in as he stopped right at about the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Joshua Kelly taking it in from a yard out. And the Chargers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. And oh, he clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good. Back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They run it with Carson. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Here's Carson. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now it's Carson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
This is Carson. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. On 2nd down now, it's Carson. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
6-0 our score after 1. On 3rd down, Carson.
41 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
They'll run on first down. It's Carson, and a solid run down inside the 30. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
From the 16, Wilson. A quick target here, complete to Metcalf. Touchdown! Russell Wilson on target to DK Metcalf. And the Seahawks are now just an extra point away from moving out in front. Jason Myers now for the extra point. He's got it, and they take the lead at 7-6. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here's Roberts to bring it out of the end zone. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The Charger drive about to get going. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails, because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Herbert off of play action. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Play action. It's Herbert. He's airing it out for Williams. And that one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. A good kick, 49 yards, just 3 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches.
On first down, it's Carson.
81 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
Second down and 3.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. They'll run on first down. Carson might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Now is signaling a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Now Wilson.
And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, this from 33. Myers' kick is good. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6.
So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the 2 teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
Andre Roberts now to return it. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
Not too many breaks ahead according to the radar. More snow on the horizon as we are back underway in half number 2. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
They go back to Carson here on second. And he powers his way up past the 30.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. 116 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On second down, it's Carson. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the third quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just this series that we're watching right now. I know people are screaming, where are the adjustments from halftime on the defensive side of the ball? Sometimes they're just not there. Sometimes you just got to find a way to tackle someone.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
On first down, Carson, and he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards down to the 15. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And they give this time to the tailback. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. And the Seahawks are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive. Carson. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Roberts electing not to try it, and this will come out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Tackled right on the chalk of the 45. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh legs.
And Herbert going to slide to a stop, and he has a first down. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. On the give, this is Eckler. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Big Al Woods there to make the tackle.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy is nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. That will be their 3rd and final stoppage, as they'll only have the 2-minute warning now remaining. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. That'll be complete to Cook. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. 4th down for Herbert. Desperation time. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Game in hand, the offense takes the lead. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
And now they face a 2nd and 6 after the penalty. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. So on is Jason Myers. He's hit from as long as 58 in his career. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is. So the victory here for Seattle. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but second, third, and fourth quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you're going to win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Seahawks here as we say so long from Seattle.